Recent reports have been pointing toward the OnePlus 16, which is expected to launch in China sometime this October, and it's starting to sound like a pretty big upgrade in a few important areas. From what's been shared so far, OnePlus doesn't seem to be making small changes here and there. They're looking at improving multiple parts of the phone at once. One area that's getting a lot of attention already is the display. There's talk that it could go beyond the already fast 165Hz panel used on the OnePlus 15, which is interesting on its own. Now, a fresh update from tipster Digital Chat Station adds more details and gives a clearer picture of what we might actually see. According to the leak, the OnePlus 16 could come with a 6.78-inch flat display made by BOE using LTPO technology. It's said to have a 1.5K resolution, which should keep things looking sharp without being too heavy on power usage. What's also interesting is the mention of LiPo packaging tech. This could allow OnePlus to push the bezels down even further, making them extremely thin and even on all sides. The tip says they could be as slim as around 1 millimeter, which would give the phone a very clean and balanced look from the front. On top of that, the refresh rate is expected to get a noticeable jump. The leak mentions that 185 Hz is the minimum target, which is already higher than what most phones offer right now. But it doesn't stop there. OnePlus is also said to be testing support for up to 240 Hz. If that actually makes it to the final product, it can make scrolling and animations feel even smoother than before. There's also mention of a custom touch control IC, which should help with responsiveness, along with support for the BT2020 color gamut. Overall, the tipster describes the screen as a full-package flagship display, meaning it's not just about one feature, but the whole experience coming together. Performance is another area where the OnePlus 16 is expected to stand out. The phone is rumored to run on Qualcomm's upcoming Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6 Pro chip with the model number SM8975. This is expected to be one of the next big flagship processors, so naturally expectations are high. Alongside that, there's also talk of support for LPDDR6 RAM, which would be a step forward compared to current memory standards. All of this suggests that the OnePlus 16 is being built with performance in mind, especially since it's expected to compete directly with devices like the iQOO 16, which is also rumored to focus heavily on raw power using the same chip. Looking at the camera setup, the OnePlus 16 is expected to stick with a triple rear camera system. The leak points to a 50-megapixel main sensor paired with a 50-megapixel ultra-wide lens and a 200-megapixel periscope telephoto camera. That combination should cover most shooting needs, from regular photos to wide shots and long-distance zoom. While there aren't extra details about camera features yet, the hardware alone already sounds quite capable. Battery life could end up being one of the most surprising parts of the phone. Recent leaks suggest a huge battery capacity of around 9,000 milliamps, which is much larger than what we usually see in flagship devices. If that turns out to be accurate, it could mean significantly longer usage times without needing to charge as often, which is something a lot of people care about. On the software side, the OnePlus 16 is expected to run Oxygen OS 17 based on Android 17, so it should come with the latest features and updates from both OnePlus and Android. As for the base model, it's said to start with 12 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage, which is pretty standard for a high-end device now. Pricing is rumored to be around 5,000 yuan, which roughly converts to about $730. With that said, do consider subscribing to the channel for daily tech updates, don't forget to turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys on the next one.